We will be discussing here about polynomials, and this is the part 1 on the series. So basically the word polynomial has come from two words, poly meaning many and nomial which means term. So you can say polynomial has many terms. A polynomial can have constants, variables, exponents, but it cannot have a division by a variable. If you take the example of x square plus 2x, this is a polynomial where x square and 2x are called the terms of the polynomial. Similarly, minus x cube plus 4x square plus 7x minus 2 is a polynomial with 4 terms. Each term of a polynomial has a coefficient. For example, minus x cube plus 4x square plus 7x minus 2. Here, the coefficient of x cube is minus 1, x square is 4, x is 7, and minus 2 is the coefficient of x power 0. Even a single term which is constant can be considered as a polynomial. For example, if you take the number 5, it is a polynomial. Now, suppose you take x plus 1 by x. Is this a polynomial? It's not a polynomial. Why? Because you can write x plus 1 by x as x plus x raised to minus 1. Here, minus 1 is not a whole number and that is not allowed. Similarly, x raised to 1 by 2 plus 3 is also not a polynomial because 1 by 2 is not a whole number. Generally, if the variable in a polynomial is x, we can denote the polynomial as p of x or q of x or r of x, etc. Or we can say p of x is equal to 2x square plus 5x minus 4. You can classify polynomials into basically 3 types. Monomial, this is a polynomial having one term. That is, for example, p of x is equal to x. A binomial is a polynomial having two terms. For example, p of x is equal to 5x plus 6. A trinomial is a polynomial having three terms. Example, p of x is equal to x square plus x plus 5. Degree of a polynomial. Degree is the highest power of the variable in a polynomial. For example, if you consider 5y raised to 6 minus 4y square minus 6, here the highest power of variable is 6. Therefore, the degree of the polynomial given is said to be 6. The degree of a non-constant polynomial is 0. Find the degree of each of the polynomial. The first one, x cube minus 4x plus 3. Here you can see the highest power is 3 and therefore the degree will be 3. Your second question is number 2. You can write 2 as 2x raised 0. So the degree is 0. A polynomial of degree 1 is called a linear polynomial. Example, 2x minus 3. A polynomial of degree 2 is called a quadratic polynomial. Example, 2x square minus 3x plus 6. A polynomial of degree 3 is called a cubic polynomial. Example, 3x cubed minus 2x square plus x minus 1. Now, you consider the polynomial p of x is equal to x square minus 3x minus 4. Now, suppose you put x equal to, we get p of 2 as minus 6. Now, this value obtained by replacing x by 2 is actually the value of p of x at x equal to 2. Similarly, p of 0 is the value of p of x at x equal to 0. Here you get that to be minus 4. So, if p of x is a polynomial in x and if k is any real number, then the value obtained by replacing x by k in p of x is called the value of p of x at x equal to k, and you denote it by p of k. So, for example, you can get a question here. What is the value of p of x at x square minus 3x minus 4 at x is equal to minus 1? You get the value to be 0. For the same condition, you have got p of 4 also to be 0, which means minus 1 and 4 are called the zeros of the quadratic polynomial x square minus 3x minus 4. So, a real number k is said to be a zero of a polynomial p of x if p of k is equal to 0. Your next topic will be geometric meaning of zeros of a polynomial. You take a quadratic polynomial x square minus 3x minus 4. To plot the graph y equal to x square minus 3x minus 4, you are taking a set of values as shown in the table. Now, we can see from the graph that minus 1 and 4 are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. That is, minus 1 and 4 are the x coordinates of the points where the graph y is equal to x square minus 3x minus 4 intersects the x axis. Thus, the zeros of the quadratic polynomial are x coordinates of the points where the graph of y is equal to x square minus 3x minus 4 intersects the x axis. So you can say the zeros of a quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c are precisely the x coordinates of the points where the parabola representing y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c intersects the x-axis. You have got here three cases. In the case 1, you can see the graph cuts at two distinct points a and a dash. This means that for this particular case, you have got two zeros for the quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c. In the second case, you can see the graph is cutting exactly at one point in the x-axis. This means that you will be having only one zero for this corresponding quadratic polynomial. In the case 3, you can see the graph is either above the x-axis or below the x-axis. So, this means it is not cutting the x-axis at any point. This means you won't be having any zero in this particular case. Now, you can see 6 different conditions and each is a graph of y equal to p of x where p of x is a polynomial. You need to find the number of zeros of p of x. So, in the first question, you can see The graph is cutting x-axis at single point, which means the number of zeros for the first figure will be 1. For second case, you can see it is touching the x-axis at 2 points, which means the number of zeros will be 2. For the third case, you can see your graph is intersecting the x-axis at 3 distinct points, which means here the number of zeros will be 3. And for the fourth case, you can see it is touching the x-axis at 1 point, which means the number of zeros will be 1. For the fifth case, you can see here also your graph is intersecting the x-axis at a single point, and hence the number of zeros will be 1. For the last case, you can see in this graph, your particular graph intersects the x-axis at 4 distinct points, and therefore the number of zeros will be 4. So thank you.